Welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads. I'm Kevin.
I'm Patrick.
And we're here to talk about the Vita version of Fallen Legion, which is Flames of Rebellion. In that one, you play the antagonist to the PlayStation 4 game.
That's right.
Going against it's pretty wonderful. And you covered that in your review.
I did. So my side is playing the Princess Cecile, whose father has passed away, and my antagonist, we're basically trying to stop this. You know, you're essentially, rebelling and trying to stage a coup against me and my rightful heir to the kingdom.
Right. And it's interesting because your character doesn't really want it, and my character feels like he kind of has to do this because of some of the things that you're doing. And so it's really interesting. I'm not comfortable with some of the decisions I've had to make. You're not comfortable with some of the decisions. And that's how ruling is. Yeah. Ruling is complicated. So before we get into the kind of comparison bit, I did want to kind of talk about some of the issues that it has on Vita that it didn't have on PlayStation 4. Because it is a very fast-moving game, and there's a lot of reliance on timing, and so it can be very difficult to block properly. So what I ended up having to do is mostly use my two back people as basically my offense, and then just block with my front guy.
That's exactly what I did. I took my shield bearer, big knight guy looking guy, and kept him front. And I had to reorder every now and then because some of my damage guys were melee, so I had to reorder real quick, have him block. But I had to concentrate on blocking because blocking actually gives you enough bonuses that it's worth it. Yeah,
and so once I accepted that was just his major role, because he does have some decent damage.
He does.
And if you put like Mjolnir up front, then that's another one who does a lot of damage if he's given the chance. And so I could kind of hold that in reserve and like use it only after blocking, things like that. So once you kind of adapt to that, and accept it as a gameplay mechanic rather than a limitation of the hardware, I think that if you get this on Vita, you're going to be able to have a lot more fun. The story from both sides, we're not going to do any spoilers here, because I don't want to know too much about the PS4, because I do plan to pick that up and play that eventually. But yeah, so we've both had a lot of fun with the game. It is a very pretty game. There are some things that are kind of frustrating. Like you have a finite amount of gold that you can use when you're making your mid-battle decisions. But you don't actually have any way to check on the gold or figure out, like, you just run out of money and people get angry at you sometimes.
Yeah, there's no way to do that, and you can only make more money via other choices. So if you're not balancing that out and paying attention to it, like you said, there's no way to check on the HUD or in the menu. How are my finances doing? Am I balanced? What's going on?
So that's been interesting. I also wanted to compliment Yummy Yummy Tummy Games, because this came out on Vita, and like I said, it had some issues. And if I had reviewed it because we got a copy, if I had reviewed it like right before it came out, then they wouldn't have had as much information. The patches that have been coming out have been really helpful. And so if this was something that you heard about, a lot of the performance issues that it suffered at the very beginning, once they got some of the player feedback and the community feedback from the people, they've really stepped up and patched this game where it needed to be patched. I've been enjoying the Vita story, you've been enjoying the PS4 story, and we both really enjoy the fact that neither one of our characters are pure good, and neither one of us is the White Knight coming to save the kingdom. It's complicated, and we've really been enjoying that. So thank you to Yummy Yummy Tummy Games for letting us review this, and this is, I believe, TWIOCH recommend.
Oh, definitely. So, check it out either way or both. Grab both copies if you want.
See ya.
Take care.